I started a project on hives in May 2008, and hives is a social utility on internet like Facebook and LinkedIn, and I asked people I don't know to become my friends, and when they agree, I get to see their photo albums, and from these I choose one photo from which I make a drawing. After the drawing is finished, I make a digital image and put it on my Hives page, and I let my friend know that his or her painting is ready. All these drawings together, and then together with the texts, the reactions, are one big work of art. I'm a painter, and as an artist I'm used to a kind of pattern that you are in your studio working on a new group of paintings. And then you show them, and of course you hope to sell some and to get reactions for people, but most of the time people ask you what you've meant by what you show, and then the ball is in your court again. So by visiting pop concerts and seeing the interaction between the artists and their audience, I thought, I felt a pang of jealousy, and I thought I'd like that too. So this is a very satisfying part of this project, that I post 2 drawings each day and I get reactions each day. Another aspect of being an artist is that your work only reaches a small group of people through the galleries, musea and artist initiatives. And I thought that there had to be more people that were interested in art that you couldn't reach through the traditional channels. So now I have friends in all kinds of towns and villages in Holland, up to 530 now, and they're over the whole of Holland and not just the cultural centers. And another aspect that I find fascinating about drawing pictures you made in a flash of a second is the retardation aspect. I worked 2 hours on one painting. There's one thing that strikes me as curious, that people I ask myself ask me more questions. They ask me, why do you want to draw me? How did you find me? How do you know me? Do I know you? But people I don't know, or people who ask me themselves, consider me as a kind of infrastructure where you can get a drawing. In fact, it's especially the case with young people. And it's funny, I thought, how can you make that virtual contact that you have on the internet real? So I thought I have to create an occasion where all the drawings are seen, and I can invite all my Hives friends and their family and friends to have a meeting or a pleasant coming together. So I contacted the Van Abbe Museum in Eindhoven, and they were immediately fascinated. They felt a lot of common ground in the approach towards networking and things. So they said you can have a big part of the old building on the 9th, the 10th and the 11th of October. And we can show all the drawings. And then I thought, well, maybe it's a nice idea to have a bar, and let's call it a hey bar, like, hey, let's have a drink. Or so I made a logo, Stijn zegt hey, and it's on the homepage of the Van Abbe Museum, and we've been working very hard this week to have the stijnpeters.com site in the online, but it's a shame it didn't work, but it's coming this week. I have some reactions from people, because that's the fun part of it, and it's not always fun, but it's sometimes you get an emoticon like a smiley. There are people who say, like Ruud, I've translated it from the Dutch, damn, you can draw, even that one of the creep is beautiful. I'd say, knock yourself out. You'll find enough photos of my ugly head. I'm curious what you can make of it. And then Esther, it doesn't look like me at all. In the drawing, I'm too fat and my jawline is not right. Meow, my cat, looks all right though. En deze is van Paul. Einkill, that's another one that I drew. Who the hell is that? Funny thing, talk about privacy when I've blocked almost everything. Nice. Well, all right, do your thing. It's an interesting little project you're working on, and I think it's bollocks, I'll tell you. This is Marcel, and some people integrate the drawing into their Hives page, and it's very nice for me to see that creativity has no boundaries, because there's people who think, well, all the stuff you do with the eyes, I don't like it. I just Photoshop them in. And it gets really horrible results, but it's funny in a way. And there's also people who think, because I know a friend of theirs, because that's the point when I have made a drawing, I ask people who are friends of friends of friends, on basis of their profile pictures or on their albums who are public, if they want to be my friend. And so here, even kijken, sorry. Valerie, underhand, I'd already Googled you. I'm very careful, but seeing as Michi said yes, why not? So it's, I've been doing it for a year now, since May 2008, and I'm going through till October, and I've had contact with the Hives organization. Well, okay, I'm finished. If you want to know more, look at the homepage.